Good morning again, Plymouth. Third time lucky. I don't know what's going on up here on the Hoe this morning. Not very good internet by the looks of it, but like I said, third time's a charm. So outside the Royal Citadel this morning with Chris Brannigan, who is doing a 700-mile barefoot walk across the country from Land's End to Edinburgh. I'm here with him. We're just about to set off. They're just setting up the sat-nav ready to trek across Plymouth, and we'll go and have a chat now that I've got some of you here. Thank you for bearing with me. Hopefully the internet will stay put this time. Right, okay, so we're going to start. Should we start walking and talking? What suits you? Okay, lovely. So this is Chris, you can see here. He's doing a Barefoot Across Britain challenge. I'm just pointing to your feet, Chris, which look a little bit in the wars. Yeah. Can you start from the beginning then and explain to me, I'll come this side of you because I'm right-handed, and explain why you're doing all this and where you'll be in Plymouth today if people want to say hi. Oh God, yeah, definitely avoid the glass.
This is one of the hazards.
Let's navigate that first. Yeah, so just tell me about why all this has happened, please.
So I have a little girl called Hasty who's 8 years old, and she has a really rare condition that currently has no treatment, which is the case for 95% of all rare diseases. There just are no treatments because these kids just don't get enough attention from the medical services. So my wife and I have set up a charity called Hope for Hasty, and we're raising £400,000 to develop a treatment, and that work's going on right now with a laboratory in the States. And because Hasty's condition makes her vulnerable and exposed to the world, I thought it's only fair that I should take some of that pain too.
So you are quite literally exposing, yourself to the whole country with your bare feet by walking it, kind of as a metaphor for her condition. Could you explain a little bit more about CDLS for people that might not have ever heard of it before?
Of course, yeah. It only affects 400 people in the UK, so really small numbers of people. And when Hasty was young, she had feeding problems, growth problems, speech problems, so many different things. She was in and out of hospital, lots and lots, and we've overcome some of those hurdles. But one of the things that happens with CDLS is that from puberty, so only in a couple of years for Hasty, it's characterised by really severe mental health issues, so severe self-harming to the point of leaving permanent injury, seizures, and other really scary things that prevent people with CDLS from ever becoming independent.
So you're kind of raising the money to, get a better understanding of the condition and hopefully make life better for her going forward.
So we're working with a laboratory called the Jackson Laboratory in the States, and they are amazing. Their research has contributed to 26 Nobel Prizes.
Wow.
So they are helping us develop a gene therapy which will help replace the dysfunctional gene that Hasty and others have, which would mean they can develop appropriately and will offset a lot of these really bad symptoms and hopefully allow them to lead happier, healthier, longer lives.
Fantastic. And which day of the walk is this for you then?
This is day 5.
Day 5, and your feet have been bandaged up quite nicely by the looks of it. How are you feeling in total? I mean, how many days have you got to go? So how are you feeling in the grand scheme of things?
This is day 5 of 35, so there's still a long way to go. And we're leaving Plymouth now. I'm hoping to be in Exeter in 2 days, and I'm stopping over on Post Bridge this evening. And I feel good, actually. I've bandaged up my feet just because they took a bit of a battering yesterday, but otherwise they're in reasonably good nick. I may have a stress fracture, I'm not sure, but Hasty can't just choose to be better, so I'm not going to just choose to stop. I've got to keep going until we find this thing.
Wow, that is very admirable. Do you know? Oh, you're on the phone. I'll let you sort that out. Okay. So, if anybody is out this morning and is interested in Chris's journey, we are just heading down onto Knott Street now. Chris, do you know the rough route that you're going to take? I know you said you were heading to Post Bridge in Exeter, but if anybody wanted to see you, like these guys, do you know a route at all?
Yeah, I think we might be able to advise now. Michelle, where are we roughly going?
Oh yes, Michelle.
Past the Plymouth Art College up towards the large Tesco, and pretty much the directorate up towards Yelverton.
Okay, large Tesco Lee Mill, is that by any chance?
Transit Way.
Transit Way, okay, thank you, that's perfect. So Plymothians, Chris is heading from town towards Tesco Transit Way, if anybody is around and about today and wants to say hi. Now you've got the fundraising, you've got the website written on your back here, and we've also linked to the fundraising page in this post. So if any of you see Chris and want to, or don't see Chris and can't donate into the bucket that he's carrying with him, you can donate online. And do you know how much you've raised so far, Chris?
The fundraiser that I set up for this challenge is over £20,000 now since sort of Sunday night, which is amazing. But we've also received money into our sort of larger fundraiser. I think overall, against our £400,000 target, we've maybe raised £170,000 so far, which is amazing. People have been so generous and kind. We've been blown away.
There you go, there's some of your fans there with their poster. Now that is actually part of the Plymouth Military Wives Choir who popped out this morning to say hello. And there they go, they're off. So we're just crossing the road at Knott Street. There's somebody else giving you a wave. How have you found the kind of feedback from people so far?
Amazing. I mean, I've had lots of really dark moments in the last few days where I've just thought I can't do this anymore, and I've sat down and people have just sort of pulled up beside me in a car and they've dusted me off and said, you can do it, you'll be fine, and they've given me a Mars bar and a drink and and talked to me, and that's been amazing. And the people have kept me going. People have been so incredible.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing that this morning, and obviously you went through Cornwall yesterday and somebody ran with you to the Tall Point Ferry, is that right?
Yeah, so Nadia, who stopped initially to offer me a coffee, parked her car, and I think she at every point thought, I'll stop here, but then she just kept going and kept going. She was really cool. She came all the way across to the Citadel, so about 5 miles, and then had to make her own way back. Really amazing.
Brilliant stuff. And what do you think of Plymouth so far then? Because I can detect by your accent you're not a Plymothian. Have you been to Plymouth before? Because obviously you're in the military. Plymouth's quite a proud military city. Yeah. Any previous in Plymouth?
So I have been here a few times before, to visit 29 Commando because I have some work with them, and they hosted me last night and they were incredible, so they really looked after me. And the people, since I've arrived yesterday, even though I was only here for a short time, have been really, really cool. Some people have run with me and come along with me, so it's been great.
So if anybody was kind of out and about and they had their trainers on, could they just come along, walk alongside you and run alongside you for a bit?
Absolutely, yeah. That would be really helpful actually because it keeps me from thinking about how sore my feet are.
Of course, there you go. There we go.
Yeah, very well, thanks.
Thanks very much, buddy.
Good man. It's funny, me and my colleague here were both ex-servicemen. Yeah. And he said, that's not the guys walking barefoot. I said, yeah, it is. He said, oh, he's all over Facebook. Can I get a photo?
So Chris is just getting a photo with this chap here who's just put £10 in the bucket. If any of you want to donate, and you might not see Chris out and about today, there is a link in the description. It's called Hope for Hasty. Hasty is the name of Chris's daughter. She's having a photo with these gents that have donated money to him. So as Chris was saying, if you are out and you've got trainers on, or just regular, I mean, I'm wearing boots. I'm walking with Chris, but not running because that's a bit outside my physical remit, let alone a barefoot walk across the country. But yeah, you're more than welcome to come and join him, have a chat, say hi. And I think I'll probably leave you around the corner in a minute and we'll take some pictures and then I'll head back. But I think, everybody in the comments is wishing you lots of luck from Plymouth.
Thanks everybody, I really appreciate it. If you can just watch our page and find our Instagram at Hope for Hasty and just follow us, that'd be really helpful. £400,000 is an incredible amount of money for me and anybody, but for 400,000 people, that's just £1. Yeah. So the more people we can reach, then the sooner we can find a treatment for this really rare disease, and so all the little kids can have a happy, healthy life.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you very much, Chris. I'll let you do a little bit more walking and then I'll run and catch up with you to take some pictures. Sure. We'll get that iconic shot of you walking off into the sunset with no shoes on, or sunrise, I guess I should say. Yeah, don't fall over. That's the most important thing. So there goes Chris. He is coming along. Can't remember the name of this Plymouth Street, off the back of Magistrates Court, the former John Hawkins Square, which I believe they're actually just about to head up through, potentially, maybe not. Yes, they are. So they're going to cut out, they're going to end up towards the top of town by the barcode and the roundabout if you want to catch up with them. Okay, so that's what Chris is doing. You can find more information about it, Hope for Hasty, just type it in on Facebook or anywhere else and you will be able to see what he's up to. But like he said, just a small donation can make a real difference for Hasty's life and other children around the country. So we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. See you later, Plymouth.